Hey, it's Wormwood here, and today I'm kicking out some Sea of Thieves, and I want to talk about sailing basics. This is just going to be a basic rundown of sailing tactics. So here we are, we're just spawning into the game, and we're going to go out here to our ship. I'm going to give you the basics of basically, everything you want to do when you're starting out. First of all, we want to make sure that we have a mission. So I have a mission. I'll go over picking up missions and turning them in the different trading companies. I'll go over that in another video. We want to grab supplies. We want to fill our inventory up. So we just go around to these barrels and see I pretty much have everything I can carry. So we're going to hop over here on the ship. The first thing we want to do is turn these lanterns out. I see people, it's nighttime, and I see people all the time on the horizon cruising with their lights on. It's just not a smart thing to do. We want to make sure our cannons are loaded. Do that first, just in case somebody sneaks up to us. Just sneaks up on us, even while we're here just stocking our ship. You can store the cannonballs there. You have to be holding them in your hand to actually store them. So I'm going to store my bananas, put them in my hand, and just store them. I'm not going to store all of them. I usually keep one on me. Of course, I am going to spend a little bit of time stocking. Let me go get some boards. I forgot boards. You start out with a little bit of stuff, but it's good to stock up while you're here if you have a few minutes. So. And this is all part of, sailing. You gotta have boards to patch your boat in case you run into a problem. So, I got some more bananas here. And there's some boards right there. That's a ship customization chest. I'll go over that with you later too. Just want to give you an idea of what to do. And you want to keep your inventory clean, so that when you do go to an island, you can hold more cannonballs and boards and bananas. And like I said, I always keep at least one banana on me. Sometimes two, depending on if I'm getting a big fight that I know. This is the table where you propose a quest. Someone propose it. If you're in a group, everybody has to vote on it. Cut this light out, it's not needed. This is the map table. So I'm going to open my quest menu, and this is the map. This is the island we're going to. So you can zoom on the map. I'm going to find the island. There it is right there. I'm going to mark it, and there's a little trick here. If you zoom in on the map where your island is, I try to keep the ship and the island, the new island, on the map. I'm going to change my weapons out. Here's a weapon crate, just in case I run into some enemies. Put the blunderbuster and grab my sword. I'll show you a trick with this sword here in a bit. Cut this. Okay, I'm going to drop my sails and pull the anchor. And now I know I need to go to the northwest is the way that I need to go. You see there's these little metal rings? That right there, incidentally, that's full port. Your left hand side is port, your right hand side is starboard. And the arms of the wheel that have the metal rings on it tell you where you're at. There's one in the center, which means you're going straight. There's one all the way full port, which is to the left, and then one full starboard. I'm adjusting my sails to catch the most wind that I can. So you see that metal ring? That's the that tells you where you're at, whether you're full port, full starboard, which way you're turning. Okay. So that's just good to know. It's better than saying left and right and all that stuff. So here we are, we've sailed a little bit. Just do a little cutting. Sun's coming up. I'm going to readjust my sails, catch more wind. going to kind of scope the island out. Its waves are a little rough. Let's see if I can get... Well, anyway, so I'm going to look at my map, and I see the chest is on the south side of the island. So I want to make sure that I end up on the south side of the island. Now it's good to just run around the island if you want to. I'm just going to shorten it for the video. But when you get to an island, you can find message in the bottle, you can find skulls on the beach, you can find crates, you can find powder kegs. You also want to run around and look in all the little barrels and stuff, and you can find bananas and boards on the beach. And that's what you do. You keep your inventory clean, restock your ship every single time. So normally I would run around and search just a little bit, not too much time, especially if you're by yourself like this. So, but I'm going to park on the south side of the island here. And it doesn't have to be real fancy. I mean, you'll get better as you go. Yeah, but I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to the port, and then I'm going to drop the anchor. See? Turn the wheel all the way to the port, drop the anchor, and it's going to spin the boat 180 degrees. So that the boat will be facing. There's this sword lunge. You see how I did that? If you aim towards the water and you hold the attack button down with the sword, you sword lunge in the water and it kind of jets you through. There's a little piggy. So I'm just going to look at the map, kind of find out, get my bearings, see where I'm at. And there it is. Sounds like I have company, yep. Sword lunge. No, not the shovel. I don't want to dig. Throw some sand on it. Made quick work of them. Dig my chest up and hightail it out of here. And like I said, I would search a little bit, restock my inventory, and then when I get on the boat, I would restock the boat again, you know, empty my inventory for the next island, and that's how you accumulate stuff. Oh, that looks like a skull. No, it wasn't a skull. There's chickens and pigs. You know, you can kind of make note of what you see, chickens and pigs on islands, because some of the Merchant Alliance requires you to pick up animals. I'll show you that, like I said, in another video. This is just basically your sailing video. So it's just as simple as that. You want to store the chest somewhere where it's not going to be like in front of your cannons or something, because if it's in front of your cannons, you might go to grab your cannon and you end up picking the chest up instead, which is not good. So we're going to pull the anchor. I don't put my sails up usually. Now I'll show you a technique when I get up to port. Okay, so see, that shows me, the metal knob shows me I'm back in that was full starboard. Sorry, that was full starboard. And then the metal knob shows me when I get back to straight. I come in here, it was northwest, so now we're going southeast. Opposite direction. I'm going to adjust my sails. Again, starboard is on your right hand side, port is on your left. You know, you can get more fancy than that, talk about the bow and the stern and, you know, starboard beam and all that stuff. If you want to learn that, that's good, but the minimum you should know is, you know, port is on your left, starboard's on your right. It does help. And you can look down at your map here, see where you're going. See, that's a little trick. Just look right down at the map. One of my neighbor actually showed me that. So you can set your map up, and then it helps in a storm big time. Alright, so I'm going to skip forward here. Okay, so we're at the outpost. What I want to look for is, you want to look for the dock with the couple buildings on it. There's a ship customization building, and then there's the Merchant Alliance. Those are the docks you want to look for. So, and that tells you where you need to turn in. There's a bunch of docks, but if you can get to the one that has the, if you can make it over to the one that has the Merchant Alliance and the ship customization on it, then that's how you know you're right. And there it is, right off my starboard side. Now, I usually come in with my sails full, but I'll show you something here. I'm gonna overshoot it, and then I'm gonna show you how to make a 0-point turn. The wind picks up. Oh, I'm overshooting it. I'm overshooting it. So when you pull your sail, it gives you less forward momentum and gives you more turning momentum. So what I've done, now I'm gonna drop my anchor and kind of give myself a little spin here. Okay, so see my sail is all the way up. So when your sail is all the way up like this, and you pull the anchor, the ship won't move forward. It'll make a 0-point turn, which means it basically sits right in its spot and turns. So I can go full starboard with my wheel here. Now I'm bringing it back to center. See, there's my center. You can tell by the excuse me, little metal things. I get all lined up. Now I can give myself a little bit of sail. So I have a little bit of forward momentum. And you just have to kind of judge the timing on the anchor. There we go. So I'm going to grab my chest. See if I can make it without getting wet. There we go. And again, I'll show you another video about the trading companies, where to turn stuff in and all that. Alright, well, if you like this video, I hope it helped you out. Give me a subscribe, a like, thumbs up, comment on it, and I'll see you next time. So, have a good one, and don't forget, like they say, be more pirate and dance.